This is the Horse Radio Network.
This is episode 432 of the Stable Scoop Radio Show, Equestrian Collections 2016 Holiday Gift Guide. Please support our sponsors as they make this show possible.
Our sponsors this week are Equestrian Collections and Horseware. Well, this is the Equestrian Collections Holiday Gift Guide. We've been doing this, I think, for 8 years now, and we have a whole bunch of fun holiday picks and great gift ideas for all the equestrians in your life, whether it's large or small, two-legged or four-legged, or anything in between. But first, let's get started with Helena's favorite holiday song from Templeton Thompson, Happy Ye Holiday.
I'm wishing you a very Merry Christmas, and hoping that you're warm and home and safe, surrounded by your herd, singing peace on earth and happy ye holidays. Well, the snow is softly falling on the pasture, and there's a holly wreath hanging on the barn. Jingle bells are jingling, lights are all a twinkling, Christmas time is coming to the farm. Yeah, I'm wishing you a very Merry Christmas, and hoping that you're warm and home and safe.
This is Glenn the Geek.
And this is Helena B. Happy Thanksgiving and happy shopping, everyone.
Well, Helena, I'm so excited. We've been doing this, I think it's 8 years. I think we've been doing this since the very beginning of the show, and it's so much fun. Every year, we love talking about product, and especially at Christmas time, and talking about holiday gifts.
It's one of my favorite things to do. In fact, I think that's why I even became a part of Horse Radio Network, so that we could review and talk about and get and play with stuff, horse stuff. And honestly, there is no company who has more stuff than Equestrian Collection. So I'm particularly excited about this episode.
Well, and on that note, we're going to introduce Chris, the founder of Equestrian Collections, and our good friend who joins us every year. Hey, Chris.
Hi, how are you all?
Good. Thank you again for joining us this year. It seems like we've been doing this forever.
Well, we have, I think. I think it's, as you say, at least 8 years, maybe a little bit more. So, I feel as though this is part of my regular calendar. So I'm very excited about bringing 10 things that we chose in Equestrian Collections for people to kind of take a look at and maybe add to their gift list.
And Helena and I, we might have had a couple picks of our own. I was shopping yesterday, and I found a couple things for Jennifer, and I was like, well, that would be good picks. So there we go.
It's very difficult to pick just two things.
Yes.
Just want you to know that. It's very difficult. I was like, how am I supposed to not pick this tote bag? How am I supposed to not pick these boots? Like, I actually got a little frustrated with you, Glenn. Like, next year, I need to pick at least 4 things.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll cut Chris back next year and we'll pick more. Yeah,
we could divide it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's get started. If you don't know how this works, let's go over a couple of things. This is your first year joining us. We have picked a number of things to go over that we think would make great holiday gift ideas for the horse lovers in your life. And there's a website where you can go at Equestrian Collections. There's a web page, rather. There's a page on Equestrian Collections where you can go to see all of these. So you don't have to remember them. You don't have to remember even what we're talking about. They can find them where, Chris?
It's on equestriancollections.com/HRN. That's Horse Radio Network. So just HRN to make it easy for you.
And there's something before we even get started, let's get them excited about some of these products, an extra excitement, because not only do you buy them for somebody else, but you might have a chance of winning them yourself.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, we thought, we go on and we talk about all these great things every year, and then off we go, and I thought, maybe they would like to win, have a chance to win them as well as listening to it. So this time we actually went round to our sponsors, and what we did was we explained about what a great show it is, which it is, and said, would you like to actually give us one of the 10 things that we have today? And we'll do it as a nice contest, which is exclusive to Horse Radio Network. And mostly they said yes. So we have 10 great gifts that we'll be talking about as well.
And they can find the details on equestriancollections.com/HRN for signing up to win those too?
Yes,
okay.
Yes. Don't forget to put the .com, equestriancollections.com/HRN.
Got it.
Perfect.
And so not only are we giving away over $4,200 worth of stuff on Monday for the Radiothon, then we're following it up. If you don't win anything that day, you can go do this, or you can win both. So, we're talking in the next 2 weeks here at the Horse Radio Network, probably about $5,500 worth of stuff. I don't know any other podcast networks that's giving away that kind of stuff. Thank you to our sponsors and to Equestrian Collections for doing that with us. Well, let's get started, Chris. What's number one on the hit parade?
Well, the first one is actually, in my view, it's the best one. It's the Breyer Deluxe Barn with the cupola on, the big one that takes the full-size traditional Breyer model horses. It's one that I have bought for my grandchildren, and I used to buy it for my kids as well. And let's face it, we all want one. So no matter how old we are, it's something that we want. And so that was the first thing that we picked because, for us, that says Christmas right there.
This thing's pretty big, isn't it? It's like 3 feet long.
Big. Yeah, you actually need a big house to put it in. But yes, it's a beautiful size, and it's got the stalls inside, and it's got the hayloft, and the barn doors open and shut, and you can buy all the little accessories and things to go with it. And it's just it's made for hours and hours and hours of fun. So I think that has to be the number one, the first out today. And even better, we are actually including that in our giveaway.
Oh, wow.
So, I know.
Helena, do you have stray Breyers that don't have stalls?
I don't think you can enter either.
Of course
I hate
not.
to tell you.
Do you know how mad
Helena,
my hosts
you
get
can't
at
enter.
Do you know how mad my hosts get at me that they don't get to win any of this stuff?
Yeah.
Stinking mad.
Yeah.
You know what? Jennifer has a bunch of wayward Breyers that could probably use a home. And I know most of my hosts, do you have Breyers? Do you have?
I do.
Yeah. So
I do.
Do they have a home? Do they have a nice barn to live in?
No, right now mine are living in a camper / horse trailer.
So
It's a big plastic thing that I would love to smash with a hammer.
Yes.
There you go.
And this is a big barn. It's over 30 inches long and 21 inches high. So, that's a nice size. I could play with that for a couple hours a day.
Yes.
And it's actually made out of real wood, not plastic?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow.
It's one of the real, the traditional one that you always think of when you think of the barn, the Breyer barn. This is it.
All right.
Not the little tiny one, it's the big one. And you kind of turn it around towards the back and you can kind of play inside it. And then if you're on the other side, it looks like the front of the barn. So it's very playable. Stalls on the inside, barn on the out.
It's like a great big dollhouse for your horses.
Yes.
Love it.
Exactly.
All right,
Exactly.
great. That's the Breyer Deluxe Barn with cupola. And again, you can find a link to that at questioncollections.com/HRN.
Next on the list, I love apparel. So this one makes me excited. Everything makes me excited, but we're going to talk about the Asmar Special Edition Bromont jacket for ladies. And it looks very sophisticated. And I bet it's really comfortable to ride in too.
Yes, it's actually Asmar. I think has done the best job of any brand for bringing real fashion into our industry, but at the same time, it's absolutely rideable in. It's designed for the rider who wants to look absolutely drop dead gorgeous in the saddle, and this particular one is the special edition Bromont jacket. So it has, some little extra features with the faux leather trim. It's got gold hardware, metallic emblem on it. Golden, I would say, hardware and metallic emblem. And it's also water resistant. It's got a hood at the back, and it has that back saddle gusset, so that when you're sitting on your saddle, you can kind of undo it, and it also keeps your saddle a little dry if it starts to shower or something like that. It's in classic black. It's just gorgeous. And, what we try to do with this is to have something for the rider, but if somebody is into the equestrian lifestyle, this is fantastic as well. You can just as easily, go out into town with it on and then go to the barn. If you don't have a horse and you don't have the barn, then you can just wear it and look gorgeous in it.
This is the kind of thing I would put on, and I would say, this is my horsey statement. This tells the world I'm an equestrian. And then I would wear it into the barn for 5 minutes, and it would very quickly become my expensive riding jacket.
That's right. Well, I have this, not exactly this style, but I have the regular version of it, and you can just throw them in the washing machine. And they wash. They're beautiful. They come out looking like new. I mean, they're gorgeous. So it has a lovely silhouette too. So you really, the fact that you can wear it out and then also wear it to the barn and wash it. And the little zipper pull is so elegant. It is golden color, and it just adds a touch. It's the details that make this jacket so pretty. I personally love the back gussets because I'm like the princess and the pea. So if something gets in the way of my bum and the saddle, especially when I'm posting, it drives me nuts. It's one thing when you're sitting down and you can sort of adjust your jacket, but when you're up, down, having that little gusset, I think, is kind of a godsend. Yeah, and it just works. It's just a super product. We love it. We like the entire line. So from the longer coat that they became famous for, to the shorter jackets, everything is just perfect in the saddle. And then, of course, is amazing out as well. So, I think this is one for somebody's dream list, I would say.
That's the Asmar Special Edition Bromont jacket. You can find that again at equestriancollections.com/HRN. And now we're heading to some bling. Of course, helmets, when we first started selling helmets, you and I both, back in the 1990s, they were kind of boring. And that is not the case anymore. And one of the companies that's kicking it up a notch is 1K Defenders, the 1K Defender helmet. Tell us about that.
Well, 1K has a terrific line of helmets, and they're all, fully SEI, ASTM approved, of course. This particular one, I think, is kind of the top of the line. It's got the Swarovski crystals in it. It has the venting at the front, and it is just low profile and just gorgeous to look at. So, gone are the days of the big bucket on your head, or, not feeling great when you're wearing them. These things are so comfortable. And this one has all this bling on it and comes in some great colors as well. So you can get it in navy, you can get it in brown, black, gray, shiny, not. And it's just whatever kind of fits the outfit. And this is what we're finding of people, especially dressage riders, are buying different colors to go with the rest of their show attire for the ring. And then, of course, they have a couple that they don't mind getting messed up at home. So they love them so much. Once they buy one, they seem to come back for more. It seems we have customers with 4 or 5 of them. So yeah, wow. It is becoming the firm favorite, I think, of helmets. You're seeing them just everywhere you go. You're seeing them. And what's really nice is 1K is going to donate one to be part of the contest, and so somebody can win one, pick a color, whatever they want. And that'll be a nice gift to themselves.
You're killing Helena here. She's gonna quit by the time we're done.
Dying. I'm eyeballing that navy one with the. They've done such a good job of balancing a high tech piece of riding equipment with the bling. It's elegant, but you're satisfied with the sparkle. It really, they did a great job.
Well, I think, the companies have done it, like 1K, they're, partly responsible for, in the dressage world now, most top riders are wearing them, even before they had to, they did. And but just because they look so good, and all of a sudden it was like, they look really nice. It's really become part of the look, whilst before it was the old look that wasn't as safe. So now they're safe and can look absolutely gorgeous as well while riding. So, and this particular helmet is a firm favorite with the dressage riders, that's for sure.
Once again, vanity leads the way.
Yes. Well, we have to look good.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so that's the 1K Defender helmet with the Swarovski crystals, and it comes in suede, but you said it has different finishes, right?
It's a suede, but different colors. I think there's a shiny one as well. Actually, this one is all suede. This particular model
it comes in
but they do
black,
have them in different styles.
Black, brown, gray, and navy.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And
1K Defender helmet, suede with Swarovski stones.
Yes.
All right. What do we have up next? Oh my God, this is just killing me. It really is. Okay.
You're up next.
So I'm up next. And I had to go, like I said, I had to go through the Equestrian Collections website. And this product actually got me drooling a little bit because my personal style is, it could be a little, I think Aspen, Colorado, prairie type, I like lots of ruffles and lace and leather. And the Equine Couture Veronica leather belt fits my style perfectly. It's a leather belt, so it's classic. It looks like it has that brass, the brass buckle, right, which is slightly patinaed, but it's also embossed. So it has this beautiful floral pattern on it. Like Equine Couture just gets it. They really know how to make pretty products. And of course, it's perfectly sized to wear in your breeches belt loops. Gosh, that's a grammar butcher job.
I know.
In the belt loops of your breeches. And so it's embroidered with floral needlework, right, Chris? It's embroidered. Yeah. So there really is texture to it. It's not just embossed.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's really nice, I have to say. And it adds the finishing touch to your breeches as well. There's nothing worse, I think, than a nice pair of breeches and everything, and then no belt, and you just lose that finishing touch to the whole outfit.
Absolutely.
This is
so
you, Helena. This is so
right?
you.
It's a little boho, which I like. We're usually so buttoned down and conservative and tailored and hunter green and navy blue and in at least in the hunter jumper and fox hunting world. So to add a little bohemian style to your breeches, I think is kind of fun.
All right, I'm putting that on your Christmas list. All right.
Yeah, I would say so. As it says, we say it's bright and beautiful, and it really is. It's very different. You're not going to see anything quite like it. It does have that little horsey theme on the buckle on it as well. So it's just a super belt.
That's the Equine Couture Veronica leather belt, and I wrote that down because we were looking for something to get Helena for Christmas. So there we go.
Thanks, Glenn.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm still gonna have somebody in my family apply for that helmet.
It was a lot cheaper than the helmet. That's why I wrote this one down. So my first pick of the day is something that I tried on when we were at Ada last time, and I really like this. It's the Horsewear Platinum Theo down jacket. It's the men's version, so this is for the guys out there. But I like this jacket because it's fitted. It does have a hood, and it is a down jacket, so it's meant for winter. But it's fitted, and I liked that it wasn't all puffy like some of the down jackets are. Very puffy, and they make you even as a guy look like you're pregnant or really, really drink a lot of beer. And this one doesn't. So that's why I like this one. And I did try it on. I really did like it. I actually I would put it on my Christmas list, except we have this issue that we live in Florida, and it would probably be
hard to get to need it.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what's so funny about me moving to Florida is I love winter coats. I used to have about 10 winter coats. I love winter coats. Jennifer said I had a fetish. And down here, I haven't gotten a winter coat out in years. So yeah, but I do like this one. I don't know what you guys think, but as a guy, I like it. And it fit really well. It's water resistant, breathable, has a detachable hood. It's machine washable, which is important for me because I wash everything. So I liked it.
I think it's pretty cool, actually. And it looks like it has one of those easy zippers, so when you've got arthritic, freezing cold gloved hands.
Yes.
Which, of course, Glenn doesn't have the freezing cold down there.
It was 34 degrees. It was 34 degrees this morning.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
I would say you were cooler than we were.
Yes, but it's 78 now. So.
Oh, well, yes.
So that's the Horseware Platinum Theo Down Jacket is one of my recommendations. And speaking of horseware, we have the last in their series for their grooming guides. And we're going to do that right now. And then we're coming back with more picks for this holiday season right after this. This winter grooming tip is brought to you by Horseware Blankets. Joining us are two of the top grooms in the country, Eventer Philip Dutton's groom, Emma Ford, and Kat Hill from World Class Grooming. Well, our Horseware winter grooming tip of the week is brought to you by Kat. And Kat, this time we're talking about keeping your horses warm after a workout. And I think there always is some confusion exactly what to do here.
I do think it's one of the most confusing things, and especially for people who don't necessarily have access to, beautiful indoor that attaches to stalls. If you're having to go out in the wind, or if you've been out for a trail ride, how exactly do you keep those horses warm from having their muscles seize up and get stiff and uncomfortable? The biggest rule of thumb is simply to never leave a damp, warm horse uncovered. You want the horse to cool out slowly. It's actually the opposite of what we think of when we think of the summertime. You really want them to not go from warm and sweaty to freezing cold all at once. Sweat evaporates, which cools them off, which is great in the summertime and works against us in the winter. So I actually leave my tack on until I have a fleece over their rear end, and then I will remove my saddle and saddle pad. But I don't take my saddle and saddle pad off and then put it down and go get a fleece, because I think it can catch a chill quite quickly when it's properly cold. The same thing, I actually try to use a quarter sheet at the beginnings and ends of my workout, so that when I'm doing my walking cool down, when I'm on them or hand walking them, they have something over their quarters to keep them warm. I also try to layer blankets, especially up here in the north, where most days, if you're riding after work, are going to be close to freezing or below freezing. It's very hard to just have a fleece on them. They'll get cold. So what I'll actually do is put a sports net, or the Rambo Luxury Cooler is really nice. It's a dual layer that wicks, or even the fleece-lined Ionic on top of them, and then I put another blanket over top of that to wick away any moisture, and then have the protective layer from the wind on top of it. And I actually don't walk forever. I let them stand, but I just make sure that they stay covered. And especially if you've got a limited amount of time after work and you got to get them dressed again before you head home, putting something underneath their regular blanket that helps wick will prevent them from getting chilled.
So the Horseware blankets or fleeces that we'd recommend here are
the Rambo Sports Net as your base layer, and then the Rambo Luxury Cooler or a fleece-lined Ionic as your second layer.
Well, thank you for that, Kat. Good advice. Where can people find more about what you do?
We're on Facebook, Instagram, and our website are all the same. It's World Class Grooming. Our website is worldclassgrooming.com, and then you can find us on Instagram and Facebook at just World Class Grooming.
And don't forget the book, World Class Grooming. You can find that at the website as well. Great holiday gift. This tip was brought to you by Horseware. Have you ever wanted to own your own Rambo? Well, here's your chance. From October 3rd to November 23rd, receive $50 off any Rambo turnout blanket, including the Rambo Duo, the Optimo, the Original, the Supreme, and all the others in the Rambo turnout line. All you have to do is trade in your old turnout from any brand for a horse in need. Simply visit horseware.com/trade for more information and fill out the form for the voucher you will need to get your $50 off. The complete list of retailers is at horseware.com/trade as well. Open to U.S. and Canadian residents only. Go to horseware.com/trade today and replace that blanket with all the holes for one of the best blankets on the market, the Rambo Turnout line.
The next pick on our list is the Horseware Polo Nina corded breeches. corduroy breeches. Let's hear about it, Chris. Sounds exciting.
Yes, we picked these in particular because what's nicer in the middle of the winter, unless you're in Florida, than a nice pair of cord breeches, and they are few and far between. You don't see them as often as you used to, but they are back in fashion. And the other reason we got them is because even if you're not horsey and you don't ride, these with a pair of country boots or equestrian boots of any kind will look absolutely stunning. So that's why we picked this above just a regular pair of breeches, because it's kind of multi-purpose, I think. It's got the Euro seat, does have the knee patches, but it's super stretchy, comfy cord. So, you can ride in the car in it, you can ride in it, and then go out shopping in them, and you're going to feel super comfortable, and they're very attractive on. I have to say, I have a member of staff who has them, and she looks stunning in them. So I think this is a super pick.
They're really cute, and I love the back pockets. They're perfectly positioned on the bum to make your tushy look cute.
Yes. Well, maybe yours. I'm not sure about mine, but I think
they look really comfortable, actually, and I can definitely see them being worn out and about, and as streetwear by civilians.
Yeah, I mean, if you have like a nice knit or sweater, a nice wool sweater or something on with them, they'd look absolutely great as well. And what is even nicer, Horseware actually gave us a pair of these polo knee-neck corded breeches for the contest. So that's one more thing that when you sign up to win, it's one of the things that you may get that call that you've won these.
Very good.
They're nice too. And they have the ankle. They have that smooth, it's like that nylon ankle that fits so nicely into your boots.
Yes, it's got the stock ankle, which is nice, especially, if you've got a fairly form-fitting pair of boots, you can put them on with them. And they just kind of stay too without, having that Velcro stuck around your ankle all the time.
I don't know of any other corduroy breeches either. Are they the only ones?
There's not very many of them around.
No, it's pretty rare.
Yeah.
What a great gift. A great, great, great gift idea, because it's not something that, like, I would not go out and buy a pair of breeches like this for myself. But if someone gave them to me, I'd be over the moon. Like, that would be awesome.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what we thought, that this might be on your wish list that you keep to yourself, that you might not buy yourself. But, if you can get to give this to your partner and say, buy it for me for Christmas. That would be really nice. Or even if you're more lucky yet, you might win it. So, the Horseware products, and I think a lot of people don't realize this, Horseware does an amazing large collection of winter and summer clothing. We don't usually think of Horseware for that. We usually think, more for the horse, right? But in fact, they do a stunning, I think, collection twice a year, top to bottom, jackets, all the accessories, everything. The quality is fantastic. Color coordinated, top fashion, colors. They have designers that they design this whole line from the bottom up. They don't just kind of go take pieces of other collections. They design it for themselves, and it's just phenomenal. So that's something that you can always come and can look for. If you want something a little different, come to Equestrian Collections and take a look at the Horseware brand for people rather than for the horse, and you'll find an immense collection of things that probably are quite new to you.
And these are available in toasted coconut. Where do they come up with these names? Toasted coconut and chocolate. So
yeah. I like the toasted coconut myself.
You mean both?
Rather nice.
Why do I suddenly have the desire for a cocktail?
Are there people that just sit around and come up with these new color? Carrots is another good one for weird color names.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny. Well, the next one up is another company that we've reviewed a lot of their products this year, and that's Noble Outfitters Fortitude Quarter Zip for men.
Yep, we have to always have at least one thing for the gift guide for men. Now, you've just beaten us to it with your choice, but this actually might go quite nicely with it. It's it's one of these pieces that you can wear as a layering piece, or if it's a little bit warmer, you could just wear it as it is. It's the Noble Outfitters Fortitude Quarter Zip. And from a company that has done a terrific job in our industry of bringing clothing that is, equestrian enough, but also can be used out between the barn to work, leisure wear, into the kind of more Western end as well. It kind of crosses the gamut of what I would call more leisure pieces, but with the equestrian market in mind. I think they started out life as Noble Equestrian or something, and now they're Noble Outfitters with that reason, so that they can actually, bring a much larger collection to us of things that we can wear, to the barn and beyond, which I think was a brilliant idea.
There's a couple things I really like about this quarter zip. One of them is that there is a pocket in the front, but it's not an open pocket, it's a zipper pocket. So if you're going to put your phone in there, you don't have to worry about it falling out. That's one thing. And then it also does have a side gusset, so for movement purposes. And then I did see these, and I looked at these when I was at Noble Outfitters at Ada. And one of the problems I always have with these kinds of products, with like quarter zips or even mock turtlenecks and things, is sometimes especially in the winter wear, the sleeves are too short. So if you were riding or driving like I do, I'm even put my hands up further, right? So when I'm driving the carriage, I would always have this thing with the sleeves pulling back, and the sleeves are a little bit longer. So I don't think you're going to have that problem with these.
No, I don't think so. And I think they're very much built with that in mind, as I say, for riding or driving. First, but also totally appropriate when you finish that. So this is a piece I think that you're going to just use and wash, and it does machine wash, for a year or two before you'll wear it out. I would imagine you'll wear it that often. And it comes in some really nice colors as well. So you've got like a charcoal gray, a burgundy, and a dark navy. So if you were to get one of each, you're pretty well done with your layering, I would think, for the winter.
Horse husband approved.
It's going to be doubly horse husband approved, because there's a size chart on the Equestrian Collections website. So when you click on size chart on the right, you can actually check the arm length. So the sizes are extra small through extra large, but they give the arm length. So you can actually get just the right length for your body.
Yep, it's a super thing, and yes, you can win it. So again, it's one of the things that we have on the HRN page, equestriancollections.com/HRN. You'll see the sign up for the contest there, and also just little write-ups about all the things we're talking about.
I'll be signing up under my alias.
We'll find you.
So I'm really excited about this. I'm excited about the whole thing. How many times can I say this? The next product that we're going to talk about is the WeatherBeeta Comfitech Plus Dynamic Standard Neck Blanket. And we're talking about the medium weight one. There's something all over this blanket, and I think it's going to be fabulous, but I'm not wearing my glasses, so I can't tell.
Well, yes, actually, it's as fabulous on the inside as it is on the outside. It's a brand new technology for WeatherBeeta. It's called Comfitech, and it's exactly what you think. It combines comfort with technology, and it's super strong, more durable than anything else they've ever had, I think, and it will keep your horse absolutely dry, but also it's really breathable as well. It's got a new front closure, which is really neat, easy to undo and to fasten back up. And yes, on the outside, it is hard to tell from the picture, but they are very, very cute, off the scale, cute foxes.
I knew you'd like that, Helena.
I know. I was like, Brody could dance around the paddock in that. He'd look real cute.
Mean, they're just, we saw it, and it does come in boring old hunter and navy, but you can also get it with these amazing little fox caricatures on the outside of it, and and what horse wouldn't want to have those rather than just, plain old Navy? I can't imagine. I think they're all going to want that. So that's why we picked it. We thought it was one of the cutest blankets this year. But having said that, it's probably one of the best ones with the new technology that Weather Beta has with its Comfy Tech.
It says too that it's the standard neck, but I noticed that it's cut just a little bit higher than some of the other standard neck blankets that I've seen out there. And then it also has the shoulder gussets. So it seems as if they get a little extra protection over the withers with the standard neck. And then they get that freedom of movement, which I can't, me and my horses cannot live without it. So it looks like that they've really mastered the technology and blanket comfort.
They have. And the other nice thing I always like in a blanket, it does have the reflective strips on it, on the sides, and around the tail flap. So when you're stumbling around in the field trying to catch them or trying to see where they are, if you shine your flashlight, you can actually see them, which is always kind of neat. Make sure you're going in the right direction. So,
I have one of my horses is a senior horse. He's ancient, and at night we go out to feed. Sometimes it's 5:30, sometimes 6 o'clock, and it's dark, and they're out in the field. So I call them, "Come on, boys!" And the younger one, the very, very well fed one, the easy keeper, he always comes running, but the old guy is much slower to come along, and I'm always like squinting in the dark to make sure he is indeed coming, an hour of him being out there in the dark, and I get nervous. So even just to see that little reflection that there's movement out there, it's a small thing, but it's one of those details. Thanks, Weather Beta, for thinking of that kind of stuff.
Yes, I know. I like it. The other nice thing, I think, with this particular one, and it was standard in a couple of the last few models, but I'm really happy that they've continued on with it. It's got a really large tail flap, so that thing really comes down and protects their tails. So they stay dry and warmer, I think, than in most, any other blanket. It's just a really, really good blanket. And the nice thing too is they can buck their brains out in the field. That thing doesn't move, which is amazing. So if you've got a naughty one, which some of us do, or the ones that like to grab a hold of somebody else's blanket and run with it, that blanket's going to be just fine. It's going to stay on, and it will rip when it needs to. In an absolute emergency, I'm sure it will. They're all designed to do that, but it's going to give you years and years and years of regular wear. That is for sure.
Very cool. I think I'm going to have to get one for Brody and dog.
And yes, you can win it. So
there you go.
For your horse.
EquestrianCollections.com/HRN. Well, before we go to the next one, Helena has the next pick. You also have something else going on the website. You have coupons, and there were a couple other things too. Tell us about those. Yeah,
we do. Just so that you can find everything in one place, if you go to EquestrianCollections.com/ easy to remember holiday guide, that's all you have to put, and everything on the website you can find from that one particular page. So, gifts for your trainer, gifts for your kid, your gifts to the man in your life, and so on and so on. They're all there on the one page, which is very nice.
You broke up a little bit. That's EquestrianCollections.com/holiday guide.
Yes, /holiday guide. Yes, and it's one landing page where you can really find every single thing that we have, and we have a ton of guides just to help you out, because we know everybody's time is limited. It's nice when you can find everything in one place, and that's the place to go. EquestrianCollections.com/holiday guide. And then if you want to just check for coupons, we don't want you to go away and have to find them somewhere else and come back. So we have a page for you for that, and that's EquestrianCollections.com/savvy coupons. And there you can find coupons. When we give out that particular URL for you to go to, those are special for you. And so go on, find the ones that you like. And we've also put some of the other contests that we're running on there as well. So it's a kind of fun place to go to see what extra things and fun things that we have going on.
Very good. Helena, what did you pick next?
I picked, oh my gosh, it's so adorable. I never know how to say the name of this company, and I have like dozens of their products. Ledia.
Yes.
Am I right, Chris? It's
Yes.
the Ledia Ladies Bamboo Boot Sock, and it features the snooty fox. Of course, I love all things related to fox hunting. And I went specifically looking for bamboo boot socks. So I know that a lot of people, now that we have zip up tall boots, what we wear underneath our boots isn't as, I don't know, we can be less picky about it. But I'm still one of those people who needs to have a specific boot sock. It has to be fairly thin, and it has to, when you pull it up, it's got to stay up. And I absolutely love their bamboo. I think that the material has been the most comfortable and the most long lasting, because I'm pretty hard on my boot socks. So I went looking for the bamboo, and oh my gosh, when the snooty fox pattern popped up, I fell in love.
Had to have it, right?
Yeah.
Well,
so these are they're nicely affordable. They're listed at $10.44. So I think they make a great gift. You can get several pairs, but I'd probably stock up even just for myself.
And what's nice, you can get a matching saddle pad and polo wraps for your horse with the same very cute design on. Great foxy design. That's the classic snooty fox on it too. So you'll know it when you see it. It's really, really neat. So
I could be all matchy and totally dorky.
Yeah, you could be totally dorky. Yeah.
See, Glenn, we never outgrow our dorkiness.
No, and your horse would love you if you came out and you could peel off your boots and show the socks, and he would be wearing his polos and his little saddle pad, and life would be wonderful. Have to do it.
What do you think, Glenn?
I'm not going to comment. See, I learned after doing this 8 years that I should just go on so I don't get in trouble. So, did you notice that when you were talking about how good the corded breeches looked on the butt, that I kept my mouth shut this time?
Yes, I did notice that.
Did you notice that? I knew you would.
See, I'm allowed to say that.
I was good. This time I didn't get myself in trouble. I can learn. I can. It's taken me a long time, but I've mastered it now.
You're what we call trainable.
Yeah, it takes a long time.
Yeah, I don't think Jennifer would exactly agree with
I don't think she would
that. But
see, Jennifer would use the old methods for training Glenn. I would just throw him in a round pen.
Right.
Well, I'm so glad you picked this next product, because Kat, the founder of this company and the driving force behind it, is one of our good friends here in Ocala. We had dinner with her just last week. And she's a young entrepreneur that is putting her heart and soul into this brand, and I think she's doing a terrific job, and that's Benefab.
Yes, it's a wonderful, wonderful company. We love the whole line. This particular piece, I have to say, I hadn't seen, but it was brought to me as a suggestion. And I looked at it and I thought, well, I don't even know on radio how I'm going to exactly describe what it does, but it made a lot of sense. So let me try. It is a fleece body wrap quarter sheet. And I would imagine it got its roots in, and we've all done it, taking our horse's quarter sheet and wrapping it around ourselves, taking it off our horse when we get cold at the shows or whatever. And it probably didn't look too good wrapped around us. We probably got horsehair all over us, but it's probably where this first came from. And so this actually works for both. It's designed so that the human being can wear it and look gorgeous in it. And also you can kind of convert it into a quarter sheet. Yeah, and what's great about this, it's got those ceramic particles in it, so it's designed to increase your circulation, help in pain relief, decrease inflammation on you and your horse. So it can be worn 5 different ways. I'm not quite sure what those 5 are. We should actually get more pictures to show what they are, but it looks great on a human being with the part of it kind of drapes over like a hood, and then it wraps around you. It looks so pretty. And then on the horse, it looks pretty standard as a quarter sheet. So it's quite ingenious, I have to say. Do you know anything more about it?
Yeah, I've seen these actually, and they are ingenious. Jennifer and I use the Benefab products on ourselves all the time. And it really does work. Jennifer every night has her Benefab blanket, and she puts all the hurdy parts. The Benefab blanket gets wrapped around the hurdy parts, and I don't know. I think it's magic because I don't really understand the whole ceramic and how exactly that works. So I know it increases blood flow and all of that, but I just consider it cat's magic. So whether it's voodoo or not, I don't care. It works. And you can find this. The one cool thing about this quarter sheet is it has the stirrup holes, leather holes. So it's meant to be put over the saddle. Some of the quarter sheets go under the saddle or behind the saddle. So this will actually cover up your saddle as well. It's a cool thing. And you can find it at Equestrian Collections.
Yes, you can.
All right. Next up, you picked this one, right? No.
I would have if I had more options to pick. I would have picked this one. But first of all, I love Shires. Love pretty much anything that Shires puts out there. And this is their dog print luggage. It's so cute. Is there a whole set?
Yes, there's a whole set. You can get the tall boot bag. There's helmet cover, of course. There's a bridle bag and also a saddle carrying bag and a garment cover. And all of them have got this great over the design of little tiny dogs all over it, upside down, every which way that you can imagine. And they're just beautiful. They're padded as well, so whatever you're putting in them is really protected. They're so pretty. They really are.
They really are pretty. It's on a navy background, like a navy blue field.
Yep, and kind of pink colored piping on it as well. And they're just about as cute as you could imagine. And what we see a lot at the holidays, that's the prime time that everybody gives gifts of luggage. Equestrian luggage comes through our facility just one after the other. It's just a super, super gift that is obviously tried and tested. People love to receive it. It's not something that you'd necessarily go out and buy yourself. It's a great gift for a grandmother to buy for a grandchild that is riding, got a pony, and is going to go to the shows. Equally nice because it's a kind of a neutral in terms of age group print. Would be very, very nice for any, I would say, more girl than boy in your life. It's very, very pretty. And what is even nicer is that Shires have just knocked me out. Instead of just saying, "Oh yeah, we'll give you one set for your contest," they said, "Why don't we do 3?" And I went, "Yes, that is so nice." So 3 very lucky people stand a chance of winning these sets. Yes. So thank you, Shires. That was wonderful.
You're going to have to come up with your fake name too, Helena.
I have a list right now. I have a list.
We're just kidding, right? Chris. Of course, we're just kidding. You know that,
yeah,
right?
Of course you know. I'm going to bet them myself. I'm going to have to look at them all. Every entry now.
So the next one up on the hit parade, these are cool. We saw these at Ada too, and the Baker Lexington waterproof tall boots. And yes, they are Baker, like Baker boots.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, they are. Yes, if you remember your Baker blanket from years ago, you probably all had them. It's that famous Baker blanket pattern print, and these are made into the most gorgeous pair, I think, of country boots. Just the top is leather, and then the mid part of the shaft is the Baker, and then the foot is leather again. So they're waterproof country boots, really, really nice. And it's that fawn-colored plaid with the black on it, not the blue one. So it just looks terrific. You could wear it if you're an equestrian or not, into town, to the barn. It's just a super pair of ladies' boots from Baker.
These are cute.
I love them.
Yeah, I thought you'd like them. Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
This is very cool.
They're functional too because they've got that rubber outsole. In fact, quite a thick, very attractive outsole, and then it's got a nice cushioned footbed. So you can wear them all day long and just feel really, really comfortable in them.
Very cool. That's the Baker. You have to see these. These are ones you have to go look at. Go to equestriancollections.com and take a look at these because they are really neat looking.
And we've got one more pair of boots. It's the Ovation Cameron Country boots, which I just think are stunning. They are the style, with the canvas in the middle on the shaft. It has also like the jog push straps round them in the middle, around the calf area, or just a bit lower than the calf area, and then again at the top. So, this boot's got all sorts of equestrian motif going on in a boot that is waterproof, and you can actually. I think we have pictures somewhere of somebody walking through a cross-country course water element in them as well. So I mean, they're absolutely usable. They're wonderful to walk a cross-country course. To go out in the evening with your cord breeches on that we were talking about, go out to the pub, look very stylish, very equestrian, and then go around and check on the horse on the way home, and you still be in the same boots that are going to take you wherever you want to. So from the city right through the fields into the barn and back home again, these boots are going to take you. They're wonderful.
Terrific.
Awesome.
All right, the last one here today for our.
I have to have my. And yes, you can win it.
oh, well, there you go. We're not going to argue with that. You can.
Yeah,
say
we
that.
don't want to forget, and we can. Yes, if you like the Ovation Cameron Country boots, which you should, those two are going to be in our contest.
Very good. My last pick and the last one of the day here for our I think our 8th annual gift buying guide. I went something for the kids. Can't forget the kids. And actually, these are becoming more for adults than kids nowadays. And Jennifer has really, and I didn't know this was a thing until it became a thing at our house, and that is adult coloring books. Now, kids have always had coloring books, and now adults are doing coloring again. She actually does sit there, when she's eating lunch and colors.
And when you say adult, you mean adult, not adults, right?
Yeah, correct. I mean, adults with kids coloring books is what I mean.
Grown-ups.
Yeah,
grown-ups.
exactly.
Not in,
Not
totally appropriate.
Yeah, thanks for the clarification.
Yes.
Okay, we're talking Fergus here, so this is very friendly. Okay. It's family friendly. I picked off of your website the Fergus, My Friend Fergus coloring book. And don't tell Jennifer, and thank God she doesn't listen to the show, because I actually bought her one of these for Christmas because she's really getting into coloring. And I got to tell you, there is nobody that's nicer in this world than Jean Abernathy, who does all of the Fergus characters. Nobody that's nicer and more talented. Let me throw that in there. She is super sweet and she is so talented. And everybody that has a horse and has been on Facebook or the internet knows who Fergus is. And she does such a terrific job with that character. And now you can have your own coloring book and you make Fergus any color you want. And this is kind of an inexpensive gift. It's a stocking stuffer, but it's something that I would say any horse girl or kid is going to love. So that's my pick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's funny because Fergus, the horse, is one of the most popular searches that we get. People trying to find things on websites. I think every equestrian website will tell you the same. It's the number one search for thing is Fergus the horse.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. So I was pleased that we actually had something that we could offer, and I'm sure there's more that we should have as well. But yeah, it's just a perennial favorite. It's just lovely. It really is. And I think that was a very good pick for Jennifer's stocking.
Thank you very much. What are you kidding? That's all she's getting.
That's what I was thinking you were going to say. You might be pressing your luck with that.
Well, this has been fun once again, Chris. It's always fun having you guys on. And, of course, the Equestrian Collections is also involved in Monday's 12-hour radiothon. Tune in then. We're going to be talking about a lot more stuff on a Monday, all 12 hours. But for right now, for this show, you can find all of the stuff again at equestriancollections.com/HRN, and you can sign up to win there, as well as finding links out to buy your own holiday gifts for the people in your life, and give the other two links too as well.
Yeah, there's a holiday guide. So equestriancollections.com/holiday guide, where it's just the main portal into our immense holiday gift guide sections on our website. And then if you like coupons, and who doesn't, /savvy coupons. And as well, you can see on our homepage all of the things that we talked about now are on our homepage. And we'll also have a link to the show so that people who missed it or just want to hear it again can actually click and listen to it again on our website.
Sounds terrific. Helena and I would love for you to join us on Monday. Helena, you're going to be on the Radiothon from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock. We have a couple of really fun guests. Linda Tellington-Jones is joining us.
Oh,
yep.
Wonderful.
Yeah, she's all the way from Hawaii. She's going to be stopping in. And then also Guy McLean. So we are going to Hawaii and then Australia. So it's going to be a fun hour here on the Stable Scoop Hour. Of course, we're going to be on from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., all 12 hours. We want you to join us for all 12 hours. The listeners, Helena, I can't wait for you to hear some of these voicemails. The listeners have just come through with songs and poems, and let's just say you might be in a few of them. So, you know, your horses are your horses are in a few of them too. Brody makes an appearance or two during the day.
Brody, Bedhead Harry.
Yep. So he's there. So we really want all of you to join in on Monday. Now, if you got to like work, because it's Cyber Monday and you have a job, all of the 12 hours will be out on Tuesday in the recorded version, and we'll put them out on the feed so you can just listen to them on whatever player you normally listen to our shows, and including the Stable Scoop Hour. We'll be putting that out on a feed as well. So thank you once again, Chris, for all of your support here over the years since the beginning of the Horse Radio Network. Really, we really appreciate it. I kind of feel like, we kind of grew up together, and we're still going.
We keep trying. Hopefully there'll be many, many more to come. That's all I can say. I enjoy every single one of these. It's just wonderful.
Well, we're not going anywhere. So as long as you guys are around, we'll be here. We'll be here.
I'll be around.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll be waiting. So thanks a bunch. EquestrianCollections.com/HRN is where you can find it. Helena, we'll see you on Monday.
Yes, sir. With a cocktail.
Is it 5 o'clock somewhere? It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
That's true.
That's right. All right, everybody. We'll see you all on Monday. Go to holidayradiothon.com for all the links. You can find the live feed on our app. That's one thing I did want to mention. This is the first year that you're able to listen to the Holiday Radiothon on our app. Just click the live button. Go to the iOS or Android App Store and search for Horse Radio Network. There's a live button right on there. Now, I highly, highly advise, because I don't want people writing me nasty emails after, that you be connected to Wi-Fi when you're listening for 12 hours live on your phone, because otherwise you're going to use your data plan up in one day. So make sure you're connected to Wi-Fi when you do that. No emails. I don't want any emails. So just clarifying that right now. We're going to play the show out with a little bit more Templeton Thompson. Christmas time's a-coming.
Christmas time's a-comin', Christmas time's a-comin', Christmas time's a-comin', and I know I'm going home. Snowflakes are falling, my old home's a-calling, tall pines are humming, 'cause Christmas time's a-comin'. Can't you hear those bells ringing, ringing? Joy, joy, hear them singing. When it's snowing, I'll be going back to my country home. 'Cause Christmas time's a-comin', Christmas time's a-comin', Christmas time's a-comin', and I know I'm going home. Yeah. running, 'cause Christmas time's a coming. Can't you hear those bells ringing, ringing? Joy, joy, hear them singing. When it's snowing, I'll be going back to my country home. Yeah! My old heart's a yearning for the folks back home when Christmas time's a coming. Can't you hear those bells ringing, ringing? Joy, joy, hear them singing. When it's snowing, I'll be going back to my country home. 'Cause Christmas time's a coming, Christmas time's a coming, Christmas time's a coming, and I know I'm going home. Christmas time's a coming, Christmas time's a coming, Christmas time's a coming.